Nice.
I'm Niall. This is When Do We Go From Here? A really weird D&D game. And this is a bunch of losers.
Well, he's not wrong.
What's up, bitches?
Well, I mean, as much as you can lose in D&D.
Well, it was pretty hard indeed.
Oh, I can lose in a lot of
had a
places.
total party wipe yet. All right?
Don't count it out.
Oh, I'm not. I'm absolutely not.
Okay, so...
I mean, we're on a ship.
not yet.
In the
Not
open,
yet,
well,
you're not.
okay,
Because
so we're going to
you-
be on a ship in the open seas, and eventually in the air. If something goes wrong, we could all just die.
Because you have not hired crew.
There we go.
But you guys got a great...
I'm researching
Houseboat.
it now. And yes.
You guys got a great houseboat.
Got it for steel.
Actually, you kind of did.
Hey, can we have this?
So...
It's not finished yet, though, is it?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, it's basically a skeleton.
That's okay.
We
So
have
the city wants to charge you 100 gold a day for keeping it on a dock. So if you anchor it in the bay, you won't have to pay that 100 gold.
down by the bay where their watermelon grow.
Do we have the
Back to my home.
Do we have
I do
the
not go
ability
for it, I
to
do my
realistically
way.
afford 100 gold a day currently?
After
We could
spending a
sustain
lot of
that
money-
for a couple months between all of us, but we need some kind of income.
Well, how many thousands did you guys just blow on this?
10, I think it was.
You guys need to remove that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Coffers are
10,000 total.
Oh,
for
and Kaimi
the ship.
paid half.
Yeah.
That's right.
Vordath points you towards a location
comfortable.
that would be good to find crew members. Technically, you should have a full crew, but also you need to remember what your goals are eventually going to be. Generally speaking, he's pointing you towards gentlemen who retired from the Navy. So they're not at the top of their game. Some of them could be considered masters if they're not necessarily in a physical role. The remainder would be...
We absolutely need to get ourselves a surly Navy chef.
Yeah.
From personal experience, those are the best goddamn chefs in existence.
And as we know, Kame is not necessarily going to be around constantly. So you need a ship's surgeon or cleric.
Dr. Wilcox.
Man, if only we had spellcasters that were useful.
I know, right?
Wow, guys.
I'm a spellcaster too.
Okay, here's a
I
scenario.
said that is plural.
Here's a scenario. Oni is hurt. He's down. Save him.
He'll get over
Cast
it.
grease.
It's just a
what do you
flesh
do?
wound.
What do you got? What do you got?
Anyone attacking him.
It's
What-
just
no,
a flesh
he's
wound.
injured. He
I
needs
literally can't cast any heal spells.
Doctor,
I don't
we
have
need a
any.
doctor
First
over
aid.
here.
I don't have
nothing
first
first
aid.
aid. What do you? Okay. Think about that. What do you got? Nothing.
Bombs.
Because Alchemist. You should. You might. be able to-
I can brew potions.
I could
I can start brewing potions.
cast Cure Light Wounds.
Do we have paper towels down here?
And I think I can get up to moderate. Yeah, we should get a fence.
Does anyone have first
We
aid?
should get a fence for this ship because they just take a
Percentage.
percentage.
Picket fence, chain link.
No, asshole.
Did someone just?
One of them really tall concrete ones.
That's a wall, man.
Fair enough.
I'm going to go ahead and let you guys worry about the details of hiring crewmen. Again, I'll give you one more week.
You can hire a bard. So going off of what I'm seeing here, it costs for like an expert. You can be paying like depending on what you can.
We're worrying about all that shit next week.
Okay.
Worry about
It'd be like between
specifics.
2 and 4 gold pieces per day.
Let us assume that you have built up your
Coffers.
cargo that you were wanting. We'll also need a list of that. whatever the cargo is you're going to take. You're going to take lumber and whatever other materials you deem necessary for the
Pyramid must be
goals that you have
jazzy.
put for yourself. Jazzy,
I know he's not going to be here for a little while.
Jazzy, I believe, will be on First Friday, which is that next week?
No,
Week after.
Week after next.
Yeah.
Okay, so week after next. What other goals might you have while we're still in town?
Get a semi-reliable short-term job.
Yeah, that might be a good idea for everybody.
Well, we've already, for most of you, have done that. Somebody needs to be focusing on what's going on with the ship.
We don't have any carpenters in the group, do we? Or shipwrights. Oh yeah, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I don't know, he's making motors and machines and stuff, is he?
Yeah, I'm a mechanic, but there's levels of this that I should.
we should probably hire out a shipwright then.
Hold on.
There should always be a
I'm
ship
doing some stuff.
What is Neff doing?
Calmly observing the situation.
For how many weeks?
All of them.
All of them.
These are the big roles that are
For
needed
now.
for a ship. We'll have to.
There we go. 1K worth of cats and their food. Free roaming. That's in chat.
Because whoever Lexi Scarlet is said a crew of cats.
That would be really interesting. Like cat folk or just cats?
No,
Because
Like alley cats.
Or like the cast of.
I know
The cast of, yes.
we do need food.
Memories.
Okay, so those are the big things that we need. Cabin boys, powder monkeys. We can have multitudes of those. Those are basically just people that are there to assist with basic things. But the captain, quartermaster, sailing master, boatswain, carpenter, master gunner, first mate, and rigger are
For the record, you got a ship.
We technically have a rigger.
You got a ship.
yeah.
You didn't get cannons. You didn't get any supplies on the ship.
No, I understand that.
No, I just want to make sure that's clear.
Yeah.
That you guys
No,
have
we-
not purchased those items.
Okay, I
Right.
assume said ship, however, does come with necessary rigging, including ropes, anchor, chain, sails, etc.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we're still going to need a captain, which I'm going to be taking the reins on from eventually. So someone who can train me in those regards. Also, these other roles, if there are roles here that you guys want to step into the plate of, because you either have the skills necessary to do so already, or can be trained into things.
So what I would also like to discuss is the mechanics. I haven't seen what the newer editions have for ship feats. Okay, because the captain decides to do something. It depends on the value of the crew, the experience of the crew, whether they can do this. Have you guys watched Black Sails?
No.
No.
Okay, there's some really interesting ship tactics that they use. Who knows if they're any good in real life? But ability to steal another ship's wind, the ability to turn on a dime if you need to without destroying the ship, how to survive a storm. When you're in battle and you need to outmaneuver, okay, there's certain skills that the captain and the crew will need to have to complete a specific action while on the sea against another ship, or just navigating through coral reefs or whatever. There's not a whole lot of that in the region you're in right now, but who knows?
And theoretically, should not be by the time we get ourselves airborne.
And that's a different set of skills, but not far off from it.
I imagine there's a decent amount of them.
Well, you're just adding a third dimension. Okay, ship on the sea, 2 dimensions,
Your third can already?
plus waves.
Yeah.
Because that is currents, waves, and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff you got to worry about that.
I think it's actually my
Air, you got air currents, and
Up,
drafts,
draft, down, draft.
yeah, and turbulence, seagulls. God damn
Fucking
seagulls.
seagulls.
Oh. shit
That's
on
what grease is
everything.
for. You cast grease on those seagulls.
I want to build a system on that. I know that there's a book that goes into some of this stuff. We'll have to study through.
Oreos.
I like Oreos.
Oreos.
Fair enough. I'll give it to you.
Ooh, research material.
From the 70s.
Booster seat.
Yes.
Yeah.
D20 passed.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's gonna. Let me see that.
Yeah.
It's the same rule system.
No, I get that, and that's important. Oh my God, there's actually a Zeppelin in here, and it was the first page I opened to.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, man.
Alfie, doing pretty good. Having all sorts of fun. You know, birthday, huzzah, woohoo.
I baked him a cake.
He did. It was fantastic, actually.
It was a
It's really good
gluten, dairy-free cake. So
Well, no, it was a
Okay.
gluten-free cake.
yes,
It had goat's milk,
yes.
so it's not dairy-free. But
Ghost milk.
yes,
Yes.
ghost milk.
You'd be surprised how
Ghost
easy it
smell.
was to obtain.
Yeah, it was actually in a can at the store. You can buy ghost milk at the store.
How the fuck do you find a ghost to milk?
How do you find it's?
It was canned.
I mean, I understand where you get dragon milk, but I don't understand where you get ghost milk.
Well, you gotta harvest it pretty early in life.
We're gonna have to work on that.
Derailing.
The mechanics of the whole ship
I
thing.
can see your hand.
Yeah, no,
I definitely want to build something new because
Move it up a little more.
the things I've seen just
Yes.
aren't necessarily
Perfect.
fun.
I mean, if there aren't any skills, it would just run off of the stat bonuses.
What would be an averaged ship's stat? Okay, so you take all the sailors' stats, you bring them in.
The fuck?
Don't make me throw the one with the helmet on it.
Crom started it.
I did not. Lies and slander.
Slander and lie.
Going to be going for that. Right there.
Ooh, if only I had my glasses, I'd be able to see this.
Shit.
Oh no!
If only he had his glasses,
Congratulations,
you'd be able to
Tony.
see that.
It's a good thing he
Okay,
has like
hold on.
8
No,
other
no, no,
pair
no,
around the
no.
house.
Okay,
The
so
best
wait,
thing was this.
I gotta show our viewing public
All 2 of them.
on the floor next to me, where he threw the glasses by me,
There's another pair of
is
glasses.
a cup for dice that you got set over there.
The glasses landed the cup. The glasses landed in the cup. That's fucking
Nice.
great.
Nice shot.
Oni did it again. Woo!
And now you're gonna roll crap for the rest of the month.
There was my one good roll,
That was it.
except for last week, and I rolled 2 20s.
You wasted a 20 on that air horn.
Ha!
Another book's gone. What the fuck?
It's right here.
You handed it to me.
See?
In
dumbass, but that'd be me.
in any case, if we're back to the city, have we gone and collected payment from?
Yes, we did that last week. They even
Okay.
gave us an extra, like 50 gold, I think. Which,
Platinum.
No,
Platinum.
they
Whatever.
didn't give us
Ah,
extra.
yeah,
They just
50
gave us
platinum.
50 platinum per person because we didn't quite
No,
fulfill
they gave you
the
50
con.
platinum, not per person. They
Oh,
gave you
okay,
50
just
platinum
Okay, because we didn't
for
quite
bringing back nothing.
fulfill the contract.
Yeah, just imagine doing a whole
If only.
boat thing on here. We'll make some smaller
No.
boats.
No.
No, it's not.
That's a night hag?
Oreo.
So I guess what since we're back in town and everyone's
That's a
got
night
something
hag.
to
That
do.
looks like Oni's wet dream there.
Oni's wet dream.
It's not
Rated
Oreo.
R. Starts Friday.
Yes. I like it. Make it happen.
Can we zoom in on
Oh
that?
yeah, no.
Oh yeah, no.
Those teeth.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
I'll see
yeah.
about
Oh
it.
yeah.
But that says it's a night hag.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to
yeah.
feel it that much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Dutch East Indies company. I haven't even looked at this damn book. I bought it, but I didn't look at it yet.
You're my hero.
Way to be.
So since everyone, or since most everyone's got some kind of task to be set upon, I'm going to go about the commons of the city, or the markets, and
I told you, first thing I opened to, Zeppelin.
listen for
But it's not lead.
I know.
rumors of work, essentially.
You
like
you are okay. I want to remind you guys that you are
in a
literally
big town.
sitting in the goodiest two shoes place in the entire world.
Yeah.
So what you're
The
saying
fuck
is
is-
our type of work isn't available here.
There isn't going to be a lot of shit that you want to do that will, other than joining the military.
So a lot of kittens and trees, right? Is that what you're saying?
Trees? Kittens get caught in trees. There's not going to be any trees like that. Why are you so mean to kittens? You're a monster.
Bear's right next to him.
No idea.
You
what
have
the
no
fuck you're talking
idea.
about.
You don't even know.
Okay,
Well, it's
so
a good thing we haven't run any kittens yet for Varys to walk up and randomly
there
snap
is
their necks.
there is a kitten. There is a kitten
And snap.
that's grown up since you
Not Bear. The
First
board
saw
ass
it.
kitten's neck.
board ass kitten. Yeah, that is probably around 200 pounds now, 300 pounds. I don't know what I don't know what
It wasn't
tiger
when we
weighs.
found it though.
Oh no, it's just a little kitty. Yeah.
I'm going to be going during this time. Oni's going to be doing a complete run through of this ship.
Okay, good.
Complete run through of it.
It's not the newest ship. It's not horrible. Good. We'll go over that in detail.
It's still just a skeleton, though, right? Because that's what. Because it was like in the process of being built when
Okay,
the bad died.
let's refresh your memory.
No, different ship. The ship that you're referring to is indeed a brand new ship. That will eventually be what we build into our airship.
Okay.
That is going to be Grandpa's memory.
Okay.
What we purchased was a sailing ship.
I
because
didn't even
needed
know
to-
we bought a sailing ship.
Yes, that was the 10,000 gold piece ship that we needed to purchase.
Okay.
So
Where
that
the
we
fuck
can get
was
back
I
and
for
forth.
this?
I
To
would
the,
really like to know that myself. Where were you?
this was
So
last
this was
week.
last-
Where were you last
right?
week?
Yeah, this was the end of last week.
Obviously, I wasn't here.
Okay, somebody needs
He was
to watch
12
his drinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was 12 shots in at that point.
So he's
I
one,
had
so just
two
one drink.
glasses. I
12.
So
Yeah, had
12
6
shots
in
in.
each.
Hey,
It was 3.
it
Come
was
on.
it was only to the teeth.
I got to admit, to the middle of the teeth is 3 shots.
You have cut back. Congratulations. This is where we were.
So it was only 8 shots in a 2-hour period.
I promise I'm not an alcoholic.
He does not have a problem. He stayed upright this entire time.
He stayed up wrong.
Up left.
Mm.
But anyway, we purchased our own sailing ship so that we can get back and forth to different locations and ultimately make our way back to the hidden city, along with things like cake and spices and other things that we're going to help provide for them.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah.
Keep in mind also that this is a great mode of revenue. There are companies that base all their business off of shipping.
Oh, didn't we talk? Didn't somebody mention something about privateering? For
Yes.
the,
Yes, that is exactly what
Kingdom?
Vordath had been discussing with us, was getting a privateering license so that we can do that.
Limited
Limited.
privateering license.
Define limited.
Okay, so privateering is anybody who is not an ally of the crown
Gets rated.
is open for
Blowing the
rating.
fuck up.
Yes.
Got it.
Now, on a limited one, since the way that this empire works,
Catch and release system then?
it is
Like fishing?
that's a good analogy, but it'd be more like don't kill all the crews,
Just enough for them to limp away.
and also it must be enemies, not just people who aren't
okay.
allies.
So
You can't just like
So we can't.
we don't know them, kill them.
We can't go after those whose reputation is still neutral. We can only go after those whose reputation is hostile.
What if they have a neutral
Right.
reputation, but they're being assholes? And by being
Then we-
assholes, I mean attacking us.
But
That
then,
would make
totally
them enemies,
different.
right?
but then
That's totally different.
that is piracy. Now, so what we're saying is that here's the fine line between privateering and piracy. If you cross over and do something that is not part of your contract, you're not a privateer, you are a pirate. And you can be tried in maritime court, and there is a maritime court here in this world. There are certain rules. Now, what's the likelihood of you being nailed on something like this? Depends on what waters you're in. Depends on the laws of that land.
caught.
Exactly.
Being caught is the
Can't
biggest
kind
one.
of kill everyone.
Because if you're not caught, then you can.
So I mean, if this is all the case, as soon as we establish that limited privateering license, I will be then going around each of the districts, if it's legal, and
Well,
you
see,
know,
that's a
hey,
discussion
you
you
can
guys-
hire us. We're awesome.
That's also a discussion
We'll
you
do
guys
some
need
stuff.
to have. Are you going to like sail into that gray area or not? But you guys got to work with that
I would prefer
Come
not.
is
I kind of
not.
want to stay things on the more or less legal end.
because there are a lot of pirates out there.
We're supposed to be the good guys.
There are pirates. There's a lot of them. There's famous pirates. There's, I mean, running around in these seas. You might run across some.
Maybe, maybe not.
Also, you may
So
want to
much.
look for cannons.
Ooh, cannons.
Like
if they're in there.
the kind that we can easily get during this time period, or the kind that Crom and I will have to develop.
Yes.
See, we're gonna have to discuss that one too because metallurgy.
I will advance metallurgy by hundreds of years.
But also disguise it as old technology.
No, fuck it. We're launching rockets, man.
The metagaming session that we had a little while back dictated that if we do so, the God's wrath will be visited upon us.
But grenade launchers.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna break down the overall stats for how to do sea battles, air battles, so on and so forth. More than likely using most of the rules in the D20 Past companion book for D20 Modern. Oh, there it is.
There's a delay, remember.
Yes, there is. Well, there's a delay there. There's not over here.
Okay.
So
This is what
let's-
we have.
Ew. Okay, so
Give us same.
simply
Terrible.
simply put,
Right.
the way Pathfinder handles sailing is it falls under profession. So you
Mhm.
need to have skills under profession sailing, or profession cook, or profession whatever. So that's how it's handled. Is you have a general skill. What you call it? Actually, I didn't want to turn that off. You have a general skill for sailing, or for cooking, or for whatever.
And how does that work when you've got a shit sailor but a really good captain?
The shit sailor's either going to be shit because he doesn't have the skill, or he's going to be shit because he's an asshole.
I, as the captain, would make my profession check, and then based off of the crew quality of untrained, normal, skilled, expert, or ace, would then have a modifier to both my skill checks and my attack bonuses using the ship. This also covers vehicle movement and combat, including scale, firing arcs, vehicle speeds, initiatives, modifiers, etc. for air vehicles, water vehicles, and ground vehicles.
Indeed.
This also, by the way, just so you know, has effects for wind and how they affect wind speed, different things, and make a check to my difficulty modifier and including saving throws.
Yeah, but if we wanted to stay with complexities, we would never have left Shadowrun.
No.
So let's not get too crazy here.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I want to slim it down to a general ship's stat so that we know, so we don't have to go, okay, this sailor, this sailor, this sailor. This sailor, that sail didn't go up because he's an asshole, and there's another guy over there who's drunk and fell off the ship.
Are there team skill checks in Pathfinder? So everyone makes a roll and you take maybe
I
like
don't.
the
No,
median or something?
there's no team skill checks. However, there are assisted skill checks in which whoever is assisting a person in a skill check, the person that's actually doing the skill check gets like a +2 modifier to their roll.
Okay, so I mean we could roll it as in everyone's assisting the ship or everyone's assisting the captain. One of the two.
Right. Well, it's sort of a
someone has a
situation
primary
where...
skill and everyone else is helping.
So back in the days of Gary Gygax, originally he wrote a book called Chainmail. And Chainmail was small group skirmishes. And then people wanted to get more detailed. And that's when he came up with Dungeons and Dragons, to where it went to the individual rather than a squad or a group of soldiers. So, in some cases, if for example, if you guys were to like be captains of, say, if you were in a situation in the Empire where you were actually captains of companies of soldiers, you would still need to do group checks for your groups of soldiers. And that's how we're just kind of breaking this, want to break this down. So it's going to be a maneuver as a group on the ship, averaging out the scores of everything. We want to slim this down and make it simpler. And I know I can do this, and I know that David can help me do that. I don't want it to be so horribly complicated. I want to be, okay, the current's going this way, roll a d20. There's your outcome for the maneuver you want to specifically do.
There are orange ones.
Yes, there are orange ones. It's part of the spectrum.
Random question: have we discussed a name for our privateering group? I'm gonna take that as
I
a
haven't
no.
named this ship yet
Not this ship, no.
because the airship's already been named, which is going to be grandfather's memory.
This could be, fuck it. I've already got a different ship.
Yes. Our ship name is now Fuck It.
In the name of, I will invoke the name of Bob, and say for him, why not just name it Bacon, bitches?
Bacon and bitches.
No,
Got
no, no. Bacon bitches. One word. Bacon bitches.
Hyphenated
Nope.
or comma?
One
You know,
solid
bacon
block
bitches.
of letters. Bacon
You know,
bitches.
to be fair, back when we were still in Seattle, long, long ago, or far, far from now, I don't know which, they had this legacy burger called a Baconator.
I like it.
I think that's Oni's suggestion for the ship. The Baconator.
The Baconator.
Varys chuckles. He approves.
All in favor of Baconator? Excellent. The ship is the Baconator.
This is just gonna make me hungry.
GM gets 2 votes.
It's got Bob, Kame.
For some reason, I don't see Kame going for Baconator.
I don't see Kame going with
Corvus
anything
spirit.
at this point because she's like, fuck you all, full of hormones.
I see Kame going exactly for this kind of thing because it isn't something like, haha, we killed your dog.
Who would name their ship that?
Death to goblins.
I beat that goblin with a goblin.
I beat that goblin with a goblin.
We can call it the Eye Gouger.
The goblin guy.
I mean, to be
or-
fair, I
no.
might put a bumper sticker on the back of this that says, I might hit a floating goblin, who knows?
To be fair, though, I mean, if you really wanted to go that route, you could just name it McLennan.
The
We could.
Maracas?
The
The
McLennan.
first.
Brought to you by Wendy's.
Because it's the name of the pub you went to. It's Vordath's last name. It's Helga's last name.
Great. They're sailing a sandwich.
I
The mightiest of sandwiches.
Yes, the mighty savages. Goblin joke, the maracas.
Yeah, it's the sound you make when you beat one goblin to death with another goblin.
Oh my god.
Because their heads are so huge and their brains are so little, they rattle around in there. So when you beat one with another one, it sounds like maracas.
All right, let's go with that. I like that.
Be good for parties.
Invite all the goblins.
Oh my god, this would be the best bard ever.
Well, we already
Beating
voted on
lizard
it. It's the Baconator.
Beating lizards with goblins.
Okay, so we've decided we're gonna name
Yes.
the ship the Baconator. We don't have a
Level
name
6.
for like what our group of.
Oh, now you're gonna have to all get matching doublets.
Jackets. Because we're a club.
That's what a doublet is.
Doubles.
I know that, but I didn't quite make the connection.
The Wendy's crew.
The Wendy's crew.
Oh my god.
I'm okay to be part of that crew. Her tweets are fresh.
A little,
They are.
little Pippi Longstocking on the flag.
No, on the what is it? The front of the ship.
Yeah, where the
bow.
mermaid normally is.
Yeah, it's a Pippi Longstocking.
The carpenters won't
That's
get
what I
it.
always thought when I was a kid. Because Pippi Longstocking came out and then I saw Wendy and like, that's her.
The carpenters we get for this will not understand it, but I will have them carve a mermaid with pigtails. So anyway, yeah, we're totally at some point going to have the front of the ship have the mermaid, but it's going to look like
Yeah,
Wendy's.
that's what it was.
All right.
Who's wearing the captain's duster?
Captain's duster?
I'm going to go with me.
Yeah, I'd probably say Oni.
Need to get you wooden sheep. Napoleon hats.
I want the triangle one. I want a tricorn and big ass goggles.
Drinking everything.
Telescoping goggles.
Only one of them.
Telescoping monocle.
Nice. Yeah, so
Everyone in chat,
privateers.
all in favor of telescoping monocle.
Oh dear God.
Tricorn, leather hat, goggles, and a coat that can brave the cold seas. Nobody's going for
yeah,
the
no one's going
telescoping
for the
monocle.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
Because everybody apparently are uncultured swines.
What?
Because they don't want the monocle?
Culture twines.
Because they're uncultured swines.
That's not true.
That is not a naval hat. That's barely a hat.
Get some pins.
I don't know how to make this tricorn.
It's a little
I do.
dusty, but
I do.
Just like this? Would that do it?
No.
Here, dude, help me out here.
I need some pins. Got any pins?
find somebody who can sculpt it.
I was
good.
gonna say, to our two avid fans, can someone out there sculpt a mermaid Wendy?
About 5 inches long.
That's what she said.
I'll give you a 5 inches long hippie locks.
Comment there. I'll give you a 5 inches long Pippi Longstocking.
Yes.
5 inches.
Here you go. The extra inch for you.
Right. Next break, I'm gonna get some of them pins.
It's just more like,
You're really
That's
wrapped
about
up
an
in that
inch.
hat, aren't you?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Varys is a man of many hats.
next thing you know, we'll actually have to be dressing up in scour.
You know, I when we were
Time to go get you a-
first starting this group during
Must be
season
yellow
1,
jutsu.
which was not recorded at all.
Season 1.
Which is
It
weird.
would've
So how
been-
did we determine that was a season?
Because it was a year long, it's close enough. There's a story before this, therefore there's a season before this.
How is it not 2 seasons? You don't know. Quit acting like you do.
We did say it's 2 seasons.
It's 3 seasons.
That would mean this is season 3.
It was voted on committee. You weren't part of the committee.
But what about
Oh,
the
okay.
4 seasons?
The production crew voted.
Steve?
Yes.
Bad and you should feel bad.
I feel
I was
okay
going to say,
about it.
Steve is like the entirety of the production crew.
Well, no, because there's the producers, writers. Writers are part of that.
Burp, get out of here.
So,
Director.
Steve,
He doesn't write. He doesn't write. I write. Well, think the thinking crew. I'm the thinking crew.
You
Oh, God.
right.
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 you appear right before the soundtrack in the credits.
It's my wife, I'm sorry.
You're
He
sorry.
doesn't know
wow.
better.
He said he's sorry that she's his wife.
And that she doesn't know better.
Oh dear God.
I hope she's watching.
She is, actually, off and on.
Oh no.
That was well done.
Let's just float to another place.
Yeah, it is drift.
Just,
And
Jesus,
all-
take the wheel!
No, everybody get in an inner tube and tie it to the boat. And then when you start getting off coast, you just start paddling.
Yes.
No. We'll get
Make
an inner, we'll
Varys
get an inner
push.
tube for Neff.
Make Varys push.
Varys, quit whining. Paddle. My little
I
looks like a
can't.
prune.
Drink up, give me a Hardee's, yo ho!
You're a hoe.
Jesus, take the captain's wheel.
Okay, so
Your dad threatened my
Um,
knees.
I will ask the crew that we have ascertained where the best limited privateering work would be?
Would
Um,
they know?
As ex-military, I'm hoping so.
They would probably be able to guess. There are a couple of places. Currently, they say probably
Bermuda, Bahamas.
Come on, pretty mama.
I knew that was
Knew
knew it. My true intention though was to get away from doing stuff on the ship until we build ship rules a little better.
So we have a ship,
Because right now we
and
don't
we
have a
need
ship.
work, but we can't work in the
Yeah.
town, and we can't go anywhere without a crew. But we can't get a crew until we have money. But we can't get work in the town.
We got the crew.
You've got you got a crew.
We
Okay.
got a skeleton crew. We got it
You
from
could-
Bordath.
You could, in theory, leave the area. And I could do a simple check and say, okay, hey, you guys all go right back to your island. Or you rolled really bad and this, oops, not your island.
Hmm.
So
Oops, not your island.
that could happen. If you
Can we
guys want
oops
to
it?
run the risk of not being experienced and not having the rules in place and you just want to do some simple rolls for it, I'm for it. I'll do it. We can run this way. Or you can just cut the ropes and drift like somebody else suggested.
Can we oops
I'm
to another
against.
island?
No, I'm
no,
against.
It's not oops anywhere, please. I need as
Oopsing.
few oops in my life
Okay,
as humanly
now
possible.
hold on. You got to remember that his vote goes from the guy who every time he sent up a drone, it fucking crashed or burst into flames.
That sounds like an oops.
That's why I said I'd need fewer.
I think we should oops to another island. Who's in favor?
No, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm against that idea.
Nothing.
Wait.
Nothing
Hold
good
on.
ever came from
So is-
beginning with oops.
There's something you guys should probably discuss now.
Yes.
What was that?
Don't ask me.
That sounded like a bottle opener.
I don't know. It came from over there.
Sorely a bottle opener.
Okay. I'm that good. So we need to, you guys need to decide. Is this a democracy? Is this a
This is a chromocracy.
chromocracy? So wait, chromocracy means he's in charge, but you're stealing all the money.
Did you do that?
That's where my.
Yeah, I know that's your wife. That's why I'm asking if you did that.
Yes.
Okay.
Did he do his wife?
Yes.
What are you talking
We have a kids, obviously at least once.
about? Oh, wow.
Sorry that I'm trying to have your back.
Miracles.
Jesus.
Miracles.
It was, actually.
Especially if you get to the point there like you do here. So what I would suggest is how you guys are going to. I mean, yeah, if you want to just leave
We just want to leave Crom there.
we do not want the mustard yellow zoot suit to be stuck as the captain, or even closely appointed as the captain.
Hey, I'd make a good captain.
Your
Maybe.
suit would make a good captain.
Only
You'd
if
make a
your
shit
entire
captain.
crew was to kneel.
I'm just going to throw that out there. The best use for your suit on my ship will be as a surrender flag.
Those are white.
Wrong color.
I know,
I am
but it's
most
like
assuredly mustard yellow.
pissing myself yellow.
But signal. There's always signal. I am waving the crom at you. And if it's night, just let him on fire. Throw.
Why does everybody hate me?
So what I'm saying is,
You at all.
I would like to know for my information, is he 100% in charge,
He's the captain of this ship.
or is there a
Because it's kind of his ship.
advisory board? Is there?
Oh no, I'm still planning on taking this more or less as a democracy and whatnot. But when it comes to
Okay, so when it comes
ordering
to
the
ship,
NPCs around and stuff, I would go with I'm in charge of that.
when
But
it comes to the
group
ship,
decision,
there has to be one dude in charge.
On the ship.
Oh, it's got to be a
Important.
dude. You're a sexist.
You
Wow.
bastard.
I meant
Damn.
the royal dude.
But no, that's not a fist bump. Fist bump your cat.
He's eating.
Can he fist bump?
No, I just want to know for.
You seen how big his paws are? So yes, I'm going to be in charge of the ship.
Oh, so our producer added his 2 cents. A solid yellow flag represents disease. With the exception of plague, because that's a black flag and that's where the pirate flag came from.
This is my right, by the way. And I assume this is what you meant.
Stage right?
Are you sure we can't oopsing at everything? No oopsing?
No oopsing!
Oops.
Alright, fine.
No, we're not oopsing anything.
Varus
We're
wants to
literally
oops.
getting advice from the crew about where a good spot we can go is
And then learning how
to
to get
raise
there.
funds because we'd like to pay them.
With,
Hey guys, we need to pay you. Where do we go?
you see, this is where I'm going to have some difficulties because you haven't done the rules for actually doing maneuvers.
I know,
to
that's
do-
why I'm just trying to get us like to another port so we can
So
have
you want to
some...
go to a port closer to richer waters. Okay.
Yes, that.
So let's.
Tortuga.
Well, it
I
would
don't
actually
wanna
be
go to Tortuga.
towards Jazzy's neck of the woods, where Jazzy's actually.
Sailing to a different port
Okay, so
for work.
supplies. Make sure you have the supplies for food, water.
Yeah, we're going to get at
Drinky
least enough
things.
supplies to
Good.
get us to said location and probably more supplies than that by a couple of days, just in case there is some sort of
Feral Storm.
random happenstance along the way.
Or
Build
our
a character sheet for
Wayfinder
the ship.
misread the
Okay.
stars.
That's a goal.
Okay. Is that a on me responsibility?
As the captain, yes.
Okay, fair enough.
But we also need you and I need to sit and discuss the details.
I was just asking because there's also a quartermaster who ultimately needs to be a position on the ship as well, who
agreed.
realistically would have the list.
You people need a cleric.
Yes.
Quartermaster.
A cleric quartermaster.
Cleric quartermaster. Yes.
One to a god of commerce or travel.
I don't think that our specific cleric would agree.
We have a cleric.
Temporary.
Occasionally.
We have an occasional cleric.
Are we referring to Kami?
Part-time
Yes, okay.
cleric?
Yeah, we have a part-time cleric. It's actually limited part-time cleric.
Limited part-time.
Yes.
Limited part-time on loan.
On loan, limited part-time.
So we don't
Under
actually have a
subcontract.
cleric.
Under second.
It's like relying on a supervisor for anything. They have so much shit to do, you can't count on them.
Before we do any battle stuff. So we're going to roll for success in arriving twice. So we're going to do a double roll first. No, hold on. So I want 2 rolls
One after the other.
over 10. One to successfully navigate through a difficult section between where you are and where you're going, and then to actually get to your destination properly.
What sort of modifiers are we adding to this?
Yes.
Since we have not written up any stats whatsoever on how we're going to run the ship stuff,
Oh.
the one's in my head. So
That's a 17.
that is a pass.
Well, together they make 20.
Ha!
He's not wrong.
Well, he successfully navigated the waters, and then we get lost.
You arrive at the wrong port.
There's an oopsie.
Is there business here?
Shut up.
There isn't business out just one.
So
The port is so wrong that there is no port, just coastline.
Does my ship have
I
at
found
least a
India.
longboat? Does my ship have a longboat?
Yes, you have.
Most ships have longboats.
Well, I mean, it's a fair question.
At least one.
Okay.
There's 2 on, so we have 2.
Okay. Good to know.
No to good.
We will disembark on the longboat. Bob, you in charge.
Shit. I'm going on the longboat.
Bob and Jazzy. But Jazzy's sequestered himself in the
Hole.
no, in one of the
Hold.
suites.
Jazzik's excited about the idea of an airship, so he's working on designs.
Yeah.
And ideas, magical shit.
Yes.
and things and stuff.
Bob and Jesse will watch the ship. We will go ashore.
Apparently.
And Kame says she's going to stay also.
I would like to also go ashore.
Go what?
I assume it will be the four of us going ashore.
With the rest of
Because plot.
Okay. You can successfully go to shore because there's sand. He's a Marine.
Is there anything to burn?
I
Why?
am so glad I have taken you off of my ship.
Never mind.
Neff,
Yes.
look. Shiny, go get it.
That didn't bounce. I expected it to bounce.
Oh my god.
It is kind of shiny.
Everybody good? We need a break.
No, we're good.
Okay,
Alright, I'm good.
Okay, so
You're all good. We're not taking breaks. Okay, we're going ashore.
well, hold on, because I'm
Sorry.
trying to figure out which shore you're on.
Oh, I just knocked some shit down.
We are on the North Shore.
Okay,
The
so
Jersey Shore.
Got it. That was a really
you,
big
you
one.
have a set of dice.
I know, but it was bugging me that it was way the fuck over there.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So what you see is giant white cliffs to the south, which is very interesting because you were looking for cliffs to the north.
So why don't we just go further down the coastline and put them to our north?
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
Marine.
Hey, man. Keep it simple, stupid.
Let's ask the
Where's the
people
little
that
guy?
are training us how to ship a ship.
How to ship a ship. I like that.
Yes.
If you keep going down the coast, it's gonna still be on the south. It's not gonna move to the north automatically. The fuck is wrong with you?
No. Okay. So
And
near the
it's-
cliffs,
Turn the
right?
ship around. And
We're
are to
here.
the north.
So this is on our
How
south
much is
side.
1 day shipping?
If we just go
Just wait one
this
day.
way, now they're on
Oh,
our
so
north
if you turn
side.
around, the cliffs will be on the other side.
That's what I was saying.
Anybody want to explain it to him?
No,
Let's let him think about
it's
it.
like a fruitless endeavor.
Am I being really stupid or?
Will you
are.
get it?
Very
Will
stupid.
you see it?
Okay,
Oh god, he's gonna draw a map.
no, I'm gonna do a diagram. Okay, so you're facing this direction, okay?
I'm gonna draw a map. No,
The
I'm gonna do a
cliffs are
diagram.
over here
Right.
to the south. If you turn yourself around, they're still gonna be on the south.
He wants to sail to this side of them.
He wants to sail around them. The cliffs aren't moving.
I know that.
You are.
Yes.
The cliffs aren't moving.
Yes, I know that.
You are.
So
I
you're
know
wanting
that.
you're wanting to sail where?
To the other side.
So you want
the
to turn
north
to
side
the
of the
north and
cliffs.
go north. You just want to go north.
Turn around and go north.
No. Okay. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something here. Okay, so we're at a
You want a
coast
diagram?
line.
No,
area,
here's the little
right?
ones over there.
Here's us.
So
Okay.
This is the cliff to the south. We're
Nope,
facing
that's not it.
west.
Okay.
Yeah, we're facing west. They're to the south. So what you're proposing is we either go around that way or turn around and go to the north. Am I understanding this? Because these are the cliffs to the south. We are facing west.
okay.
Shit over there I don't care about.
Okay. Let me see.
No. Kyle?
You realize that this practice is just proving
Right.
that it's making
Right.
him feel dumb.
Here's a
right?
cliff,
Okay, yes.
right? Here is our boat. I do not care which way it's facing, that is relevant. How big is this area from either side of here?
From where you are,
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
This is the information we needed for the clarification. Thank you.
now the shore that you wanted was, you should have been having it on the North.
So the cliff that we wanted should have been over here. Okay, so
So
this
we
is
should
what
just-
I was seeing in my mind. We're like over here somewhere. This is the south.
Yes.
The cliffs that we wanted to be on that are south of us need to be to the north of us. So I'm thinking, okay, well, fine, just shift over. Now the cliffs are to the north of us. This is what I was. That's what was.
Okay, so here, hold on. There's the boat. Show us where you're going.
Where? Okay. Did we find any
I
level?
see the fallacy in my logic now.
Okay, thank you. That was almost painful.
I gotta tell you though, from over here it was a joy to watch.
Wasn't it?
And that ends the education.
North. Right here.
Did someone hit that camera? Did someone hit that
I don't
camera?
care.
What is?
That's alright.
Prom's
which camera?
educational.
I don't know. It's
Sail it backwards.
this one?
No, I don't see any
No.
cameras that could have moved.
I think it's just the layout. Pretty sure it's just the layout of the windows that moved. That's all.
Can your camera be adjusted down a little bit, by the way? Because when looking,
Well, it could.
when you're in the seat, you've got like
Well, it
a
could,
full half
but,
camera.
But look at this.
You should
my
have
arm
used
is going-
crayons.
Okay.
So my arm is laying on the camera?
Sail it backwards.
If I move it down, what's it going to say?
Amazon Prime ship. The cliffs
The
aren't
table?
moving.
Yeah.
Geography at its best. You're using
It's
too many
because I
lines
like to get up on the table like this.
and how to make
So that's
Okay.
why
words. You should have used crayons. It's fixed, so never mind.
All right.
That was
Oh.
the deal.
That was really fun. I liked that.
So, that being said, the cliffs on our south side. Are there anything around here that resembles a port or settlement?
No.
Or
At all.
or indications that there are settlements or civilizations.
Something
Yeah.
worth fucking looting. I don't care.
Or something worth fucking.
Do we have our privateer limited privateer license yet? Because
Yes.
if we don't, we could do that.
We are going to say yes, you do.
Okay, well then we can do that. looting.
Just so
I mean, we
that
can do that.
we can,
looting,
we can
just-
move on
We
from
probably
that.
lose our license, and we just got it. So
Only
So-
if we get caught.
You can't necessarily see a port, so to speak, east or west, but that doesn't mean that there isn't one on down the shoreline.
Well, then let's keep heading the direction that we are facing.
or ask the professional sailors that we are with to guide us in the right direction.
Professional sailors.
They're veterans.
These are veteran sailors.
Oh, well, fuck. Why the fuck are we lost then?
Because we had a Marine sitting here arguing about which way north was going to be if we turned the ship
Dick!
around.
Land
You
nav
tell-
was
Why are we arguing? I
land
don't know.
nav was not my strongest suit.
Either was CNAV, apparently.
I was only a passenger on a boat. What the fuck was that? What was that one?
Go to your corners.
Go to your corners. Seconds out.
He doesn't know how to get to his corner.
Round 2, fight.
He's not wrong.
Start with your navel, and then ask a seaman.
Melt some crayons in his corner. He'll smell it. Go there naturally. But they have to be orange.
I do like the
What are you doing?
He's drawing something.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. What are you doing? Oh. So the sailors, we'll just say that one of them is a quartermaster. You're a quartermaster. He represents the sailors. What is it you want to do? Do you want to find the nearest port, or do you want to get back on track?
We want to find a potentially profitable port.
So get back on track.
Someplace we can go to pick up work.
You want to go to pickup order.
What does that say?
Round 2 fight.
Round 2 fight. Ding.
No ding.
You know, you understand when it's round, there's no corners.
There we go. Thank you.
You could
Take it
find,
easy
I
there,
mean,
Titus.
for what you guys' skills,
Titus. I hate that.
for how skilled you guys are, anything that's not on a ship would probably be more profitable.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not really, no. But we could use the practice.
The White Cliffs.
Archer, this is somewhat effective ring girl.
You are a somewhat effective ring girl.
The White Cliffs to the south.
Yes.
Fairly steep, climbable. Not necessarily anything nearby. They're a little bit high. You can't really see that there's anything beyond them. Cliffs are taller than the ship.
Yeah, not worth the effort. No, we need to find a town, a port. We're on a ship. We need to find somewhere to put the ship. That we're not going to lose the ship.
Okay, so
No.
they say you
Right.
should probably
That's why you're not in charge.
continue down the coastline, the direction you're going.
All right.
Do any of you have navigator skills or any type of skills that would allow you to find your location at all without electronics?
I was going to say, I used to have a GPS.
I knew my way around Seattle, and that was it.
That's
This is some of the stuff that when you gave us the opportunity to retrain for and kind of hinted at me that piloting will need to be a thing.
so you pull out a sextant and the maps, because there are maps on the ship. That's part of
Oh God.
supplies.
Now then, in the middle of the wild.
And with your skill level,
University over there.
what have you got for that on your skill level? You want to grab the book and look?
What about the muscles on the notes of the ship?
Just a simple
We're not on
navigation.
Just have the veterans check your work, and you'll be okay.
Should have hired a good navigator.
I thought that was part of the crew.
That's officer level.
So I guess obviously above my pay grade then, huh?
Well, technically, it is your pay grade because you guys appointed yourself the officers and then hired a crew.
Sounds about right.
So basically, you put the kindergartners in charge of the school.
Sounds about right.
I was under the assumption we hired the right crew to teach us how to sail.
He won't let our captain rely on his attempts.
Or we got
Oh,
a
and
Captain,
then he
my
may,
Captain.
he
that
may
can
ask,
teach us how to sail.
do you have any magic abilities?
Grease.
Any spells?
Grease.
Besides greasing this deck so everybody flies off?
Have it open.
She's not greasing it so people fly off. She's
Greasing
greasing it
I don't have,
so
I
it's
don't have
water
any helpful
resistant.
skills that will.
Not skills, spells.
I don't have anything helpful. It'll all destroy everything.
Well, he's looking it up. What spells do you have? What spells could you use?
Spells could.
The thong is
Well,
wrong.
I mean, I have read magic, mage hand, acid splash, and tech magic, dancing lights,
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Prestidigitation.
grease, silent image.
Hold on. What does prestidigitation let you do?
Is that one where you switch things around?
It's like you can do very, very minor things.
You need to learn what your spells do.
You can
Next
like
one.
clean things with it, dirty things with it. You can extinguish flames.
Grease, silent
So
image.
that could be
Silent
helpful
image?
here.
Yes.
What's a silent image?
A hologram with no volume.
No volume.
Literally a conjurer of cheap tricks.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
So, dirt cheap.
Merlin.
Dirt
you're a
cheap
savage.
deeds.
It
Dirt
just
cheap
creates
dirty
a,
Lord of the Rings reference.
it creates a visual illusion of the object, creature, or force as visualized by myself. So that's a large.
So you close your eyes and imagine it, and everybody else can see it.
Like I said, a hologram
there
with
is
no
a pack
volume.
of giant dogs. That's I imagine that it's there.
But they don't bark.
They don't
Nope.
bark. They're just there.
Bad choice.
I'm just
Or
an
a
example.
pack of skunks, because you know everybody will run from them fuckers.
Or
Vanish,
a statue.
glitter dust,
Yes, because that's threatening.
elemental ray, burning hands, and scorching
There you go. Grease and burning hands. Remember that one.
ray. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a terrible
Because-
combination on a ship.
No, it's a fantastic combination.
Not on a
grease-
ship.
Not on a ship.
The
Not
grease,
on a ship.
the grease
Not on a
beneath
ship.
shit is flammable.
Unless you're on the
Yeah,
enemy
it's
ship.
destruction. I'm right here.
No.
I'll destroy
Can you,
everything.
can you lean over from your ship and touch the other ship?
AT&T then.
Reach out and
Reach out and touch someone.
Shit.
Or just pick things up. Ah!
Well, I mean, the rays are just giant laser beams, basically.
Yeah, more or less.
No, I will not allow that.
I'm a fire in my laser.
You've got to say it. Laser.
Laser beams.
Better.
Laser.
I thought you wanted me to cast
Keep
something.
going. What else we got?
That's it.
When do you get more spells?
Three levels.
What level are you?
5.
5 at
Like
level
everybody
5, that's all
else?
you've got?
She's
No,
only
actually,
level
I
5.
haven't
that's the
finished.
art.
What else do you? What do you mean you haven't finished?
I haven't
Because you
finished.
got.
You haven't finished.
Well, you
what?
gained knowledge.
I haven't finished adding
actually
skills.
gained-
I don't know what I want.
I'll give you a
gained
hint.
levels.
You want something
Learn
useful.
Magic.
So what?
Thanks.
7?
That's super helpful.
Is that helpful?
Just a little bit.
Is it not helpful?
I mean, technically it is.
What else you got?
I just said we got nothing.
You've got
Else.
nothing.
Got nothing else.
You got
What
nothing.
I said
else.
is what I got.
You have no other equipment that you could possibly use, or possibly a deck of cards.
I mean, I still have the deck of cards. I literally only used it one, or yeah, I think I only used one of them.
You
You have a
did.
deck of many
And
things.
that was that lion's mane. Then that stayed there for a while, and then it went away.
There we go.
I know you,
Get back to the turn.
and I know that if you've got a deck of cards sitting by, eventually you're going to screw up and play one.
What?
You know what?
I know.
So far, you've thought wrong.
A level of helpful
Okay.
unknown to man.
No, that's a terrible idea. That's crashing waves. What is that gonna do? Just destroy the entire area with waves?
Aim it at an enemy ship.
Look, does this look safe to you?
No, that's why I said aim it at an enemy ship.
Maybe I can't aim it.
Because you can aim a tsunami.
You can now.
I could aim a
With
ship.
a
why
brand
it's
new product,
magic.
Tsunami
I
on a
could
card.
aim a ship at another
Look,
ship.
look.
Ramming speed.
I can
But depending
aim
on the-
a ship
the
at another
direction that-
ship.
Faces
Yes.
shipping. Or
This
what?
ship card
is facing.
will lead us to
I just
victory.
repeated what she said.
Got
Sleep
something
spell.
down.
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
I would assume it's just a straight pilot check.
Do it.
It would be.
Straight 13.
What was the? What was the?
Modifier.
What were you aiming for?
Just finding that
That's
where
not
I'm
really
at
just
on the
Regular-
map.
Just regular DC
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, just a straight easy
Okay.
check. I want to figure out where
On
I'm
the
at.
map, you are in the northern Franconian area. Okay, so where you wanted to go is
Different order, right?
quite literally 15 miles straight north.
It's a fur clop.
Cool. So
So we're not
directly
that
away from the
far.
cliff.
Yes.
What if we
Okay.
use the fur clops?
We're going to go
But
direct.
not just turning around and hoping that north will be now to the south.
No.
We want to use that?
It's not a fur gloves.
That is a fur clops.
You know that this is going to go on forever now.
Yes.
Okay.
I resigned myself.
It looks like it's
No
walking
wonder
out
he
of a jungle
crashed
Okay,
drones.
we are sailing away from the Crombopolis Cliffs.
So who wants to use the card that has the giant waves on it?
The Cliffs of Crumsanity!
Yep.
Okay.
That
Yes.
was what I was going
Giant wave card?
for. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Remember that deck of cards that activated a large lion's mane?
So
No,
of
I don't.
course, for the Virgin Sea.
She received
Where I
a
had a
deck of
lion's head
cards
for
from
a while.
Kame.
Hours.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, that. Yes, that was in your gift package.
So the last
Come
person
sail
who used
away.
it, they grew an actual lion's mane.
When you dealt the card to them, they grew a lion's head
Oh, a lion's head. Excuse me. A
that
lion's
lasted for
head.
24 hours.
So
Rower.
Okay, so it's a deck of many things.
Sort of.
there is one with
Set it up
large
in cards
crashing waves
for the
on it.
Virgin Sea.
Should we use that?
I
Okay, Cartman.
got to be free. Yes.
The fact that one of them has giant crashing waves, that's pretty terrific. Because that could mean so many things. Horrible,
So
destructive things.
what I would suggest you do is think to yourself, what could this be on every one of those cards? What is the good things that could happen? What are the bad things that could happen? And then you probably, if you do that evaluation, you will probably put the cards away and never look at them again.
I will cast them at.
But they have to be dealt.
If someone's giving us.
And if it's specifically at a person, you need to deal it at the person.
I feel like.
So what? You're just tossing them like Gambit?
Yes. Or flipping him, setting in front of the person, or you have to place the card.
Have a surprise.
Yes. There's one she calls Furclops.
Yeah.
The fur clops. There you go.
Yeah.
You can't just say
Bonus
several and
points.
a couple.
Hey, bonus points
Couple
if you can use a
is two, is
Creole
what I'm saying.
accent when you toss the cards.
Camera. There.
Very
Hey! We've discussed amongst ourselves that we have a lot of work to do on our statistics for sailing. And before we actually get into anything adventuring, we have less than a half hour left. So we're going to call it quits for the night. See you next week.